Hello, welcome back to Biblical Ways News, a channel about biblical news and Bible news. 2 seconds, of course. Prosím. Ale to streamuję w tym sektorze. Hey guys, welcome back to Biblical Ways News. This channel is focused on giving you the latest biblical news, news related to biblical news. Amen. And trust only in God, and He will save you from what's to come. We're going to be talking. Hey, good morning to you. It's where I am. It's currently 12:37 p.m. But good morning to you. Let me show you the screen. We're going to be talking about two things, and I may also show this up later again a bit. This is not good by any means. This is from this article. These articles are from today. Attacks held a few days before Brexit. Bomb was on its way to Britain. The bomb was unveiled just days before Brexit, I think. Now a group has taken responsibility for it and explained why too many Britons were in one of the biggest celebrations of Brexit as Britain left the EU on the evening, and this is related to biblical. This is biblical of Friday, 31 January at 23 local time, but the evening could have ended in a measure just days before Brexit. Northern Irish police found a bomb under a truck heading for a location in the UK. The truck first had to take a ferry to Scotland 3 days before and then drive down across the border to England, where it would be blown up in the air at an as yet unknown location on the very right of Brexit. It's good that they found this bomb because it could have done a lot of damage. The truck. Good morning. So yeah, you're already in the morning getting bad news about a bomb it's good news that this bomb was found. It was still really creepy that a bomb almost got through. This truck first had to take a ferry of Scotland 3 days before and then drive across the border to England, where it would have blown up in the air at an as yet unknown location on the very night before Brexit. It regains a branch of IRA that took charge of the bomb plot on Friday. Investigated as terror. The bomb was found Tuesday evening in the town of Lorgain in Armagh, Northern Ireland. Police wrote on Twitter, revealed, but the bomb is described as an active and was disarmed by bombs. The truck bomb was immediately investigated as a terrorist attack planned by system-secular Republicans, and just over a week later, a group calling itself the Country Area contained the area took charge of the plans. The CIA is active in the first to renew Ireland with Northern Ireland and has never acknowledged the ceasefire established with the 1998 Good Friday Agreement. In addition, we as free people watching, God bless all of you. In addition, the CIA is disfiled with the Brexit agreement comments line down through the Israel. And I forgot, but we really need to put this before we start the stream. It's the verse. It's the biblical verse. There's Daniel chapter 12 verse 3. And they that be wise shall shine as the brightness of a firmament, and they that turn many to righteousness as the stars forever and ever. Amen. And then this one is really important to protect the stream and get to get God into the stream and protect the stream. This scripture is James for chapter 4 verse 7 and 8. Submit yourself therefore to God, resist the devil and he will flee from you. Amen. 8. Draw near to God and he will draw near to you. Cleanse your hands, ye sinners, and purify your hearts, though ye are double-minded. Amen. Amen. Now we can begin. It was timed with British exit from the EU and to turn its attention to the Sierra Fauna. CIR explains a statement the group sent to the Irish News in Belfast this week. They are far from one in Northern Ireland, but they are the first to resort to violent methods. The EU-UK border demands was one of the major upsetters in the Brexit region. So yeah, this article is pretty long, so there's still a bit to go. The hated backstop was on the Great Semmel to shallow for the conversements, and many of the Britons who had voted for Brexit exit, which that many Britain with technology remain part of the EU as part of the single the single market and the customs union, while negotiating the future relationship with the EU in plans. I will also do a stream later tonight, so that's later today. So that stream is going to be a bit longer. This is just going to be a quick stream about these two articles. And then I'm gonna do more, and later on I'm gonna do another stream in more detail and do other more article and put God at the end of the stream. That's why I'm gonna focus as much as I can on the Lord. Amen. Backstop on it is part of Brexit agreement between the EU and the UK. Its purpose is to ensure that this is not no hard visible border between Ireland and Northern Ireland. Both sides are contained that a hard border could tear up old ones from the 1098 conflict that ended. Specifically, the backstop ensures the UK will be in customs on union with the EU if the hard border cannot be avoided otherwise. However, the backstop is unpopular in the UK, with many feeling that the UK will forever be tied to the EU, or that EU will use it as a means of pressure. In action, there would be checkpoints on the border between Ireland and Northern Ireland, and many felt it would trench the fragile peace that came with the Good Friday Agreement some 20 years ago, after some bloody years in Israel's history. And this about this EU Brexit is actually pretty biblical, because it talks in the Bible that Europe will never become one nation, that Europe will always try to become a nation, like the Romans Empire tried to take over the entire Europe, but they failed. Hitler failed to take over the entire Europe, and some other leaders have failed throughout the years, have failed to establish, to make Europe as one nation. Europe will never become one nation, but it will become one nation when the entire world government, then where the Antichrist comes, then where when the entire world will be in one government, one per person. That's gonna be the Antichrist that's gonna run it. So this bricks exit is really biblical. It's really biblical. In addition, there would be checkpoints that I have read, and if it was impossible to make a deal within 2 years, the UK would have to continue that way in the EU. But that was too much for many British. Johnson broke his promise to Northern Ireland. The bailed about the backup ultimately helped cost Theresa May her post as Prime Minister of Conservative. Boris Johnson took over renegotiated the deal with the EU and returned home in October 2019 with the border down through the Irish Sea instead. Britain has become a non-EU country. Britain has become a non-EU country, but this is not the only Britain. You, I think Norway is not in the EU still. Norway is not EU. They are their own country. But the sea border was the very same resolution that Theresa May had rejected the EU a year before, and which Johnson had explained to the Conservative Party of Northern Ireland that net no Prime Minister would ever accept. The DUP said they had been stabbed in the back and put an end on their support for the Conservatives, but the Brexit agreement was approved by the UK Parliament, and the night between January 31 and 1st February 1 became the rally for the Irish sea border. The CIA is labeled as a terror as as a terrorist group in the UK, United Kingdom, New Zealand, and the United States. And my Siri just a moment just turned on by itself. Pretty creepy, I would say. I didn't say Siri, but it turns Siri on by itself. Pretty creepy. But this is what the bomb looks. Yeah, it doesn't look. It looks dangerous. It looks dangerous. It looks pretty dangerous, I would say. So yes, what I'm gonna go to the next article. That's about this storm that is heading to Europe. I'm trying to see if I can keep this stream under 30 minutes because I want these two articles to be pushed out as fast as possible so many people can also watch them later today. Denmark rams. Denmark. Two things. I just need to change this to English. So that's why I'm trying to speak a bit fast so we can get these two articles done as fast as possible. Denmark, because many doesn't have time to sit and watch a 1 hour about two articles. No, it's just a quick stream I'm trying to do where I put two articles in, and later tonight I'm gonna do a stream in more detail and better stream, a longer stream, probably like in probably 1 2 of even 3 or 4 hours stream. We'll see. Denmark is hit by gusts of hurricane. Denmark is hit by gusts of hurricane force on Sunday evening. And as I said, as I've prophesied, that this storm will increase because this storm will increase in strength closer it gets to Europe, and it's already increased. It already increased before we normally before. See how this is how it looks. Denmark, I live around here. Before everything was red, but now is everything gonna turn yellow. So this is gonna be a really strong storm that's gonna pass by. But then 2 days later, basically 4 storms are gonna come through Denmark. And this storm doesn't look good at all. Yeah, now I actually exit. Let me just finish it again, and I'm gonna be reading this article. I hope I can get this done under 25 minutes. The worst case is hit hardest, but there will but there will also be storm surge in many of other places in the country. A strong storm low pressure runs on Sunday evening just north of Denmark and sends a heavy wind down across the country. It is still untamed exactly how severe of the wind will be, but the forecasts agree that the strongest winds will hit by the west coast with gusts of hurricane force. Yeah, I would say I don't believe in this module here. I don't believe it because in my vision I had in this vision I actually had a month ago that this storm would exit. This storm is gonna be much stronger. What the news are gonna say, it's gonna be much stronger. It's gonna be the worst storm to hit Europe in many years. It's gonna be a biblical storm. And I will also. I'm just gonna right now expand the vision I had a bit because the vision I had a month ago was about that Europe will be hit by a big storm, and that this is only the beginning. There will in this month come two or three other storms, and those storms are going to be even worse than this storm that's coming. And there will also be some places blackouts, and there will some places where you cannot buy groceries because everything will be sold out in the stores, and an economic crash could follow that also. So yeah, stay safe. Yes, that's really to all people. And this is not only Denmark. I'm talking in the entire half Europe, half West Europe. So UK, Brexit, and all of this, all of the west side of coast. I'm gonna show you. Welcome, one all because this storm is going to be much worse what they say, and it's gonna be much. It's gonna be the worst storm to hit Europe. It's gonna be hurricane basically. That's what I can say. What part will be affected by Europe would be entirely Scottish. This UK will be most worst affected by this. Then Denmark, Norway, Sweden, Finland, Estland, everything everything here will be increased. Every this place here will have the worst and just things to keep an eye on. London in my vision I had 1 month ago, London will be flooded. London will be flooded, and many other cities will be flooded. Maybe even this city will be flooded. We'll see. Because I also had a vision about that this city some point will be. I had a vision that this storm will be. This city will be flooded. I'm gonna do a separate video on that because it's a pretty long story. It's a pretty long vision I had. But yeah, so if you live in this area and will live in this area, be aware. Grab as many food. Buy as many noodles as you can because they are really cheap, really good food for this thing. So get prepared. Fill. Grab a lot of water. Fill up maybe your bathtub with water so you can start cooking and all of that. This storm's gonna be much worse what they say, and it's increasing in strength in a weird way. If we go in windy, I like to use windy. We're gonna show. It's basically the storm that was in US, but yeah, it's pretty weird because the way that it's strengthening, it's just a precursor. Sunday, see this how much what this area is gonna be hit. I'm not excited for this one, but this is gonna be biblical. This will for sure be biblical. And the worst part is that UK will be. I know 190%. I'm sure that London will have big flooding in that area. Denmark will have big flooding in this part. Uh, in this area, Denmark will have big floods. And there will be a lot of floods across the side, and floods around this area will be flooded. And there will also be a lot of waves in Oslo, but not too much. But there will may see a bit of water increase, and then all water will be pushed up. But then all of the water has to come back again, out again, and that's what's gonna cause even more problems because this is not only the one storm. There will be coming like 2 or 3 storms after each other. So it's like 3 or 4 days with constant wind that direction. There's gonna be pushed a lot of water. I can already hear the waves are roaring outside. I can already, if I keep my eye closed, look at the sky, I can hear the waves are roaring and now even roaring more than they did yesterday and Friday. So yeah, if you live in this, if you live in this area, be prepared. Listen to the news, but don't think what the news says, because this storm and what the weather forecast says. This storm is gonna get much worse than what they say. It's gonna be the worst storm in the history of Europe. It's gonna do a lot of damage, probably damage up to billions of crowns, billions of euros. It's gonna do a lot of damage to countries. West Europe is gonna be way affected. So yeah, stay on alert, watch the news, but don't. But what remember to say, this will be much worse than what they say, and there will be blackouts in some places of Europe, and there will be some places where you cannot buy food, where everything will be out of stock in stores. So yeah, this is gonna be very devastating, very devastating. It's gonna be a biblical storm to hit Europe for sure. So I trust in a bit of the news, but remember this stuff's gonna be much powerful than what they say. What they say, it's gonna be much more powerful. It's basically gonna be a hurricane. It's gonna be a weird hurricane to hit Europe. It's gonna be a really weird. Storm looks bad. Yeah, it does looks bad. Here, oh, Brad, baby, what do you mean here? But remember, all people stay safe. Luckily, I'm not going to school this week. I'm staying home, so I will when the storm begins tomorrow. We will be hit them tomorrow. I'm gonna do a video about it. So yes, so stay alert, stay awake. Be with the God, trust in the Lord, and He will protect you and He will save you from this. So this storm is going to be biblical. This storm is going to be biblical. I had exactly a vision about this a month that there will be coming more storms in this month. And I say that in this month, February, February in Europe, there will probably come 2 or 3 storms. And this is just the beginning. Those other storms that are going to be way bigger than this. What's to come, which is already big. We're going to be starting to see hurricanes in Europe. We're going to be starting to see, and next month after that, the month after that, the weather will be completely upside down in Europe. The weather will be completely. You will not be able to see, you cannot trust the news what they say, because the only way you can trust the only way you can find the true weather is through Jesus Christ. He will show you. He will give you. He will give you the forecast. He gave me visions of what's going to come. It's time to prepare. If you live in Europe, it's time to prepare. I've already got like 2 bags of noodles. But prepare, stay strong with Jesus, and He gonna save you from what's to come. God bless all of you. I'm going to be ending the stream as much as I one wouldn't say, but it's just amazing to see that my visions are coming true. It's really amazing to see that those visions that God have given me one a month are coming true. God bless you. See you later. See you later in the stream. There will be a stream about 4 p.m. Europe time. The stream will be 1, 2, 3, 4 hours. We'll see. But God bless you. See you at 4 p.m. Europe time for next stream. God bless you. See you later. And before I end the stream, we are going to be ending off with a biblical verse, Bible verse. So I need to find it. Okay. I'm not gonna read it fully. This one, because they need to end the stream. I need to do some other things. We're gonna read a bit of it. And it's Psalms 91 verse 1 to verse 5. God our protector, he that dwells in the secret place of the Most High shall rebel under the shadow of the Almighty. Amen. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my forest, my God, in Him will I trust. Verse 3. Surely He shall deliver thee from the snares of the flower and from the noise pestilence. For He shall cover thee with His feathers, and under His wings shall thou trust. His truth shall be be thy side, sealed and broken. I should have 5. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that filleth by day. Amen. God bless you. See you later. Stay safe. Trust in God and He will save you from this. Amen. God bless you.